Hey people, welcome back to Follow That. Hope you're doing well. Now, it's the big one. Cayo Perico by Skilful. So, my setup is the Casata, West Beach. Okay. Yeah, West Beach. Which is really useful for the bit that I'm going to show you. Okay. Compound entry, drainage tunnel. Can do both, but I'm going to go drainage tunnel. Escape point. Yeah, main dock, but it doesn't matter, I'm not going to go out that way. Daytime I find easier just because you can see people, and crack shot, so you get the sniper rifle. That's my preference. Others have other preferences of weapons, but I find that useful for this stealth mode. Now, we are good to go. Now, this is aimed at us normal people who are not amazing at this game. So I've seen some YouTube videos of people just effortlessly doing it in stealth mode. Shout out to TDG. Great skills, my friend, but most of us aren't that good. So this is for the rest of us. Okay. Now, one thing to note about this method, I'm just going to show at the start. So here I've got the guard's clothing on, and you will note that when I got caught was if you stand in front of a guard in his field of vision for more than a few seconds, you'll still get caught. So just bear that in mind. As long as you stay out of their vision for more than a few seconds, then you will be fine. So that's my only tip. That's the only thing that stopped me when I was planning this. So bear that in mind. Stay out those cones of vision. You can be in there for a few seconds. That's fine. But more than that, they recognise you. I didn't realise that to start with. I couldn't figure out why the guard's uniform wasn't working. Okay, so we are heading for the airstrip. So here you've got little solar panels. The airstrip is there to our north. And this is pretty much foolproof. So even someone who is as bad at shooting the guards as me could do that. So we've got this guy. They always walk in the same area. These guys are either static or they've got a route. So watch them for a bit. They don't turn around. This guy doesn't turn around until he reaches the end. And there, I've got the suppressors on. So my shots are silent, but I'm going to use that knife. So we've still got the cameras on. We've got that camera down that road. So we'll go around. But what we're going to do is we're going to de-risk this. Like I say, for people who are not amazing at this, like me. And we're going to switch those cameras off. So as long as you don't go further than these gates, that camera won't see you. So let's open up and we'll switch the cameras off. Now, annoyingly, I did think that this would work for the cameras inside the final compound, but it doesn't. It just works for those outside. But hey, anyway, they can't make it too easy for us, can they? So it's not one, but it's two. Yep, you have to do both for it to work, which I didn't realise to start with. There we go. So you do get the two icons on there, so you do get some help from the game. And I'm sure Pavel would tell you, if he thought you were dumb enough not to know. Yes. Okay, so the other thing that's really, really useful is the guard's uniform. It just makes it so much easier. And then you don't have to worry about stepping into fields of vision. Here, the sniper rifle is where it comes in useful. So you've got to do headshots. Has to be a headshot, or they will alert the other guards. So it's very, very important. Now then, so let's go and get this guard's uniform. One up here, obviously it doesn't always spawn in the same place, but for me today, this is where this one is. So that's why it's meant to be useful. Here we go. So now I can walk past the guards and they won't start firing. So it is perfect for stealth. You can pick up all the loot that you need. Like I said, as long as you don't stand in front of them for more than a few seconds in that field of view, it just makes it so much easier. Almost a bit too easy, but anyway, it took me a while to figure it out. All that time I spent creeping around. This guy here caught me loads of times to start with, but with the guard's uniform on, I'm undisturbed. Okay, my friend, let us burn into here. And like I say, this works for all of the points. So the cache is not the most lucrative loot, but anyway, I'm gonna gather it all up and fill up my goodie bag from here in a second location. I could go and do some of the others, if I was going to be really careful about getting the absolute optimum amount. But hey, I'm not too bothered. I think I've done this heist 4 times now, so we are in the money. This is good. Okay. Right, let's scoop that up. So these little cutscene animations do get quite annoying after a while. Let's go. Yes, thank you, Pavel. I like the bit that he says that he keeps some space in the bag for the actual bit that you collect from the safe. It's like that pudding part of your stomach. If you remember that when we were children. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. So the other one, good little spot, is just on this dock on the east, the north dock, I can't remember what it's called on the map, but anyway, it's on the eastern side of the island. Here we go. Now there's an area with 2 bits of loot that spawned for me this time. Yeah, I think I'll go down here. And obviously, as you know, the loot doesn't always spawn in the same place every time. It spawns in a set of locations, but you won't get exactly the same each time you play it. So this guy here, just got to be a little bit careful that we don't stay in his field of vision. You see that I'm just slightly out of it. He always looks the same way. So if I'd stood directly in front of him, just waiting for him to go inside there, the loot area, then would have got in trouble. So I'm just going to wait for him to go in. Just wait for him to turn. I'll leave my bike there. And then he'll be out of sight. So there's quite a few guards around here, so I don't want that guy in the tower to see me taking him out. So there we go. When he goes inside, that's perfect. Then you can strike, and you could do the headshot, or I use for stuff like this. I'll use the knife, and then I don't have to worry about getting the headshot wrong. Almost swore there accidentally. Okay, let's go. Right. So in here, got the weed and some cash. The weeds work a little bit more, so I'm going to fill up with that. And then I think I've got room for a little bit of that cash there, but we're pretty close to capacity. So we'll fill up with this and then just get a bit of that cash. I don't think it'll let me take all of it. Let's have a look. Let us see. Oh, we're getting close. Leaving all that cash on the table. Oh well, never mind. We'll come back later. Fortunately, having to do all of those preps. To be honest, I'd just like to be able to just replay this all the time, which you can do if you basically, when you're literally at the point of escaping, if you just kill yourself and restart it, then you don't have to do all the prep again. But obviously, you don't get the money if you're doing that. Depends if you want to do it for fun or for the money. Anyway, I have to say, hats off to Rockstar. I've really enjoyed playing this heist. It's been difficult, but it's been fun. I've loved learning the little hacks and secrets. That has been really, really cool. So it's been a very long time waiting for a new part of Los Santos, but it's almost been worth the wait. Okay, so like you see there, now because I've got the guard's uniform on, that barrier actually just disappeared. None of the guards here will shoot at me, and in fact, you can even go through this main gate, which originally I was worried I wouldn't be able to do, but of course it's the actual compound gate that you get stopped at, and if you want to go through that way, then you need the lorry, and there we go. So it's just down here, isn't it, on the left. So here you can drive straight through. That guy in the Jeep doesn't notice me. This guy here, as long as I don't stay too long. There we go, the barrier opens. Thank you so much. Now I could go through the main gate, but I prefer the route, which is the drainage tunnel. Having spent a lot of time failing, let's be honest, like I said, I make no pretenses to be this perfect YouTuber that can do everything first time. This has taken me a few goes to get it right, and I'm pretty confident today's the day now. We're going to finish it off. There we go. So I'm going to go for the drainage tunnel. Put my rebreather on. Only thing we're changing the guard uniform is you lose the scuba gear, but you have the rebreathers. So there we go. We're fine. Okay, so let's get through this bit, and I'll probably edit out the whole cutscene for you to save a bit of time on the video. Right, there we go. We are back. We're back in the building, or underneath the building. Let's go. Right, so swim to the end, and then we will start the next bit. So we've done that successfully. We've got to this point on stealth. So if we get killed from here, we are back at this point, and we're still under stealth, which is exactly what we want. So if you rush through to here, get through, and you've been seen by the guards, then you spawn here, and you've lost the advantage of stealth, which is what we're going to try and do. There we go. This guy. Ah, keycard from him. Okay. Now I'm not going to. You don't actually need to pick up those 2 keycards. Take the route that I'm going to go. Okay. These guys bizarrely point exactly that same way. And you don't actually, to be honest, you can sneak past these guys. You don't actually need to kill them. So get a few respect points. Now then. This is the bit where I went wrong quite a few times. The guy that's on the right should come into view in a little bit. His movements, you've just got to learn which way he goes. So watch, so you can see him there, top right. Watch when he's turned around. So they'll turn around, walk for a bit, and you can stay on this side. That's far enough. He won't see you. You're not in his kind of vision. So again, I'm not going to bother with a headshot. I'll just use the knife. Okay, now I didn't kill. Like I say, I'm not the best player of this game. I didn't kill all of the heavy weapons. I did 2 of them, so there's one of these guys left. So for him, I will do a headshot. Okay, now there's a camera there, so that's why I'm going back over here. And there's a guard just up there. So if you watch that guard, they follow the same route. So you just got to learn that route, or you can just copy exactly what I've done here. And he doesn't see me, so that's great. So I'm just going to jump over when he turns that way. That'll give me time, plenty of time, to take him out, get him with a knife. I don't have to bother with a headshot, which I would inevitably miss 1 in 5 of them or whatever, and that alerts all the other guards if you don't get the perfect headshot. Okay, now let's see that guy there, just turned. I'm going to go and wait for him, so it might just... Yeah. Where is he? Okay, so he's looking to the right. And that guy caught me out quite a few times to start with. Okay. Now then. Is he going to come back around for me? Come on. Come on. Is he going that way? Let's have a look. There we go. So he turned. Yeah. So I made that mistake before. If you looked away from me, and then he actually does a spin round. So there, can get him with a nice little headshot. Perfect. This is going very well. Very well. So quite often he's there on that right bit. That's where he's caught me out before. There's another guy around the corner here. You can see him looking outwards. Again, he's fixed, so it's nice and easy. Knife for this gun with the suppressor. There we go. I've got both keys, but like I said, I don't need them. There's a guy sometimes spawns here. Sometimes 1 level up, so again, nice little headshot will do it. Okay, I think that's that's the same guard. Hey, we've got matching uniforms, that's nice. Okay, now then, sometimes that guard is up at this level, but no, he's not. So we killed him that level below. I don't think you get 2 guards there. Now you can spend a bit of time up here, and there are guards that walk past, so if you're a good shot, then you can do it. But there is this guy on the other side, and it's worth taking him out, and you've got a perfect shot to do it here with the sniper, because when you come out the gate, that's the guy that shoots at you from behind, so he would get you otherwise. So take him out. There we go, and he's in that fixed position, so you can go up those stairs at the bottom there if you've taken out the other guards, or you can just do it from here. Easy. Like I say, easy is what we're all about. Kind of low risk for average players. How many times am I going to say that? And don't forget the safe when you come here. Pavel's extra little pudding space allows for some cash. There we go. Good thinking. Ah, thank you, Pavel. What a guy. What a guy. He's one of the best characters that they've introduced in this. Okay. Print cloner. If you don't know how to do this, I have done a video on how to fix it. So line up the top one. And then when you go down, line up the top one, press right once. Next level, line up top one, press right twice. Line up top one, 3 times. There we go. And always start at the top on these, and then it works. There we go. We'll line up the top one, line up top one, line up top one, 1, 2, right. Line up top one, 1, 2, 3, right. Line up top one, 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Then again, third one, start at the top, do exactly the same thing. So there we are, lined up 1, line up 2, line up 3, right. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Line up, and yeah, that's as far down as it goes. The other 2 bottom ones are always lined up for you. Clone match, there we go. Cue 80s gaming animations. Or I assume that's what games were like in the 80s. Who knows? Here we go. Now, this is the only place that I can get to. I'm doing this solo heist. So, just run straight across. And then that guard that's sometimes on the right won't even disturb you. Just run straight across. And again, we are still undetected. This is good. It's not normally this smooth. But now I've learnt this route, and I hope that it's useful for some of you watching. You can do it as well. Now, I don't know why they bother with this heat thing. Obviously, if you go into the red, then it won't work. But it's a bit pointless, really. Anyway, just 5, get it into the red zone, release 5 or 6 of these. There we go. And we've got it. Okay, we're in business. Got the ruby necklace. Our loot bag is full. We've got the primary target. Now all we need to do is escape in stealth mode. Now, from here, to be honest, having tried a few times this, you can actually run for it and just about make it if you top up your armor. But we are going for stealth in this one. So, I've had a couple of practices at this, messed it up a couple of times, obviously. But I now know pretty much exactly what we need to do. So, here we go. So these guys are gone. There's that guy down there. I don't think I need to do anything. Him. Just watching that map. Is he going to turn this way? I don't think he is. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he can't see us there, can he? Okay, so just get this bit right. So because we've taken out that guy that was on that corner, that leaves us just this guy here. So if you just edge your way through, stay out of his cone of vision, and then headshot. There we go. It's bizarre how they stand dead still. And even though I've killed, how many? 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 with the other guards, no one seems to have noticed, which is a little bit weird. But anyway, let's not worry about that. Okay, so here, just gonna be a little bit careful. Got the guy who's gonna walk across shortly. Here he is. Here we go. Just taking cover. Just make sure he doesn't see me. Now, I could drive for the headshot, but I'm not 100% confident I'll make it, so I'll use the knife. And I got rid of that other guy. Look, he didn't even see me. Ridiculous. Because I've got rid of that guy through the fence. Actually, there's someone there, so I won't go that way. Because I've got rid of that guy through the fence, that means I can safely do that. So never forget to get that guy. Okay. Now cue the cutscene, and I actually, hats off to Rockstar. This was quite clever little gotcha that you think, oh wow, and there it is. There you go. Fooled you. You've actually made your way out. Now that guy that we shot above, normally he would be firing at us here, but we took him out. And because we're still in stealth, all these guys are fixed. So you could go around taking out the other guards. Like I say, this is. They have no idea they've been hit. Right, so, like I said, this is supposed to be the easy version, so I'm going to do the easy escape. I'm not going to bother with the north dock, the main dock, the airstrip. I'm just going to swim out of there, so just stay out of the cones of vision. Right, there's that guy down there on the left, and there's a guy on the right. Heli hasn't taken to the air yet. I'm not even going to bother throwing stuff at the heli to destroy it, which you can do. I'm just going to make a swim for it. And because we're in stealth, if you've been detected, it's quite hard to get away. So I've tried it, and if you have the scuba gear on, then fine. But I've changed to the guard's outfit where you get the rebreather. But after 5 of them, it runs out and you're stuck in the middle of the ocean with the gunboat above you. So, Now, I can just swim and swim and swim, and the heli will get launched no matter what. There we go. El Rubio's looking for me, but he won't come out to find you here. And because I'm still in stealth, no gunboats came, so it's a little bit slow escaping. There are more stylish ways to do it, but that's it. So I really, really hope that helps some of you out. And it's obviously there's a little bit of trial and error and practice inside the compound, but apart from that, I think that is the easiest way to do the heist and to keep doing the heist. So let me know what you think in your comments. Let others know of your techniques, and take care. I will speak to you soon. Cheers.